Hey all, welcome back to Skate 3. I'm Aesthetic. With me on this video is Blank Tester,
Hey kids, how's it going?
Turo,
Hey.
and Zindictive.
What's up, lads?
And oh man, I could use a vacation. I could use a destination trip to Danny Way's Hawaiian Dream.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's right. He's got his Hawaiian Dream DLC, his life and dream. And I gotta say, these last two DLCs, the Danny Way's Hawaiian one and then the art gallery, really knock it out of the park.
Oh, that's
good.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do in this one. I mean,
I'm glad these were the two that I bought.
Aloha, fellas. Welcome to the Hawaiian Dream facility.
Yeah, so it's got a little thing for everything, and again, it's a cool little location shakeup.
All right, it's time to light this place.
Whoa.
It kind of makes sense that Danny Way just buys a whole part of Hawaii to make this giant ass mega park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he bought one of the islands.
Get this demo in the flow
Yeah.
zone
He
cracking.
didn't actually.
That's awesome.
Demo in the flow zone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This, you know what? Aesthetic, you have your dream house. Is this what your dream house is like?
I mean, this is more than a dream house. This is an entire dream, plot. Dream acre, or
Yeah,
three.
like it's a dream island.
It's a dream estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more like a destination wedding, but you're married to your job.
Right.
Of pro skating.
Yeah, this like when you go to some European country and some rich guy just owns a town,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or in America, where some rich guy owns every town.
Pretty much.
It's like Liechtenstein, where you can, rent out the country for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so small.
Yeah. Every resident in Liechtenstein goes and
Just
checks
fucking leaves.
goes and checks the board for who is renting out the country for the day,
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, what legislation are they going to pass?
They let everybody in Liechtenstein know with a mass email.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Hey.
noticing you're struggling to stoke the crowd right now.
Damn.
I mean, I'm just getting warmed up. It's that Hawaiian
Called out.
air,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called out.
Got that Hawaiian fever going on, gotta get used to it.
Yeah. You're actually starting to feel deathly ill.
See, after this first part, he's going to drink a tall glass of Hawaiian punch and
Right.
kick it into high gear.
Right.
Yeah.
Hawaiian punch is the native drink of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually what all the rivers are made out of.
Right.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Bottled
kind of fucked
straight
up.
from Hawaiian River.
Their entire ocean.
I wonder seriously how the Hawaiian people feel about Hawaiian punch.
Probably ambivalent.
Yeah, probably, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's not even, what about it is Hawaiian? Is anything about it Hawaiian? Maybe it was
The fact
invented
that it has
there?
palm
And
trees on it.
I would be willing to bet it's just branding and has nothing, it's probably just fruit punch
Yeah.
with no Hawaiian anything.
Yeah.
in it.
Hopefully
probably-
So you're
nobody
saying that
mistakes
they
the
could have
name.
just named it Arkansas Punch, and it would
Well,
have been the same,
actually,
except with
you know
more
what?
boring branding.
Knowing the way that they name these kinds of things, I feel like it maybe it was it has coconut in it or something, and they thought that's why they would name it. That maybe.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look it up.
While you look
Pineapple
that
or
up,
something.
this
Probably pineapple.
DLC is kind of interesting because it also, it's Danny Way's thing. So Plan B also has a whole bunch of, cosmetics and boards included with the DLC pack. That's kind of the one time this is done. No other DLC really is one brand focused. But
Yeah.
Danny Way's Hawaiian Dream, like I just said, has a lot of additional Plan B, shirts and boards and maybe some other stuff across the other things, but
Danny
Yeah.
freaking Way.
You know what?
Yes.
It's Plan Danny.
Okay, you know what? I looked it up. Hawaiian Punch, originally created as an ice cream topping syrup. It originally contained 5 fruit juices: orange, pineapple, passion fruit, guava, and papaya, which were all imported from Hawaii.
There you go.
oh,
Okay, you know what? There's some authenticity there. That
Nice.
said, modern Hawaiian Punch is 3% fruit juice, and I have no idea if any of it's imported.
and 97% sugar.
Also,
Yeah.
isn't there a mascot for Hawaiian Punch called Punchy? who literally
I don't
punches
know.
It's the
people?
kid with the sunglasses
Yeah.
riding
Yeah.
like a surfboard or
I
something.
was
Yeah.
about to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But apparently everyone just fucking knows this, and
Yeah.
I'm going out of
I mean, he's like
I think
on the bottom.
it might be like a thing that they don't use anymore or something.
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, like 3 years ago. No, this was more like 10 years ago. But when I was first like diagnosed with ADHD, and my mom like read like a bunch of like how to parent a child with ADHD like magazines and like news articles and stuff like that. And apparently like food coloring like sets kids off. So she just refused to give me anything with food coloring. So like I didn't grow up with like any sort of fruit punch or things like that, or like Lucky Charms, because like the marshmallows have a ton of food coloring in them and stuff like that.
Huh.
So
I mean,
Found it.
I know that some kids do have adverse reactions to food coloring, but it's like not that common. I mean, not any more adverse than the reactions you get to drinking Hawaiian Punch,
Right.
which is to
Really?
say, I mean, the adverse reaction of you become fat like me, right? Like, it's
Right.
an unhealthy thing to drink.
Hawaiian
Well-
Punch is one of those things where it either comes in like a single can or a 3-liter. Like,
Yeah.
there's no middle ground.
Really isn't.
Apparently, the things in Hawaiian Punch and the high sugar content prevent it from getting appropriately cold, no matter how long you refrigerate.
oh my god, you know what? Now that I think about it, I've never had cold Kool-Aid.
Oh my god.
Like I can't think of it.
It's cooler than like the air, but it's not like ice cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I've never had like refreshing Kool-Aid. Like,
I think that's different. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
are probably going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who do, and
like
I don't know.
refreshingly cool. Like not that it didn't like quench my thirst, but like I can't think of like crisp, cool Kool-Aid.
I think
Or, like,
I
fruit
think the
punch.
Kool-Aid Man is gonna break
that was
down your
nice.
wall and smack some sense into you
Yeah.
for that monstrosity of an opinion.
So
I
in
don't
these,
know.
I actually do kind of want to talk about the content of the videos. I mean,
Oh.
we can still have fun discussions, but like this DLC especially, but then also the next one, the Art Gallery and Marafa Skate Park, both lean more into having these sort of transition-y areas and events that take place there. I feel like more than the base game did, and
Yeah.
so that's really good. This is gonna be one of those things where I don't have the words to describe it, but it is good to finally like really get it down and see that you are able to figure this out right. With the whole
Like,
like
you're
kind of
really-
crouching down and standing back up, like right when the lips start and stop to really get speed.
Yeah.
Because
Nailing
again,
those
that's something you see
transfers and
people doing.
stuff.
Like in real life, people riding around these big vert bowls and such, and pumping to get a whole bunch of speed, and then it just feels really good because again, Skate is a momentum-based series, so you could just
Pretty
be
much.
standing there, stopped, and just like do a backflip and get 50 points, or you can ride around and pump and really build up your speed right, and then fly up and even just do like a kickflip, but still make that worth like 1,000 points, and so it's it just feels really good to get this sort of not hidden, but system where you have to work a little bit more than just, I'll hold down the jump button and get up to max speed in a second or so kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love how like one of the locations according to that teleport over there is the fun track.
Oh, it's a very fun track.
It's
Yeah, it
very
is.
fun.
Yeah, that's another thing about this DLC. There are teleporters to take you around because it's so vertically inclined that there's a path to get up to the top of the fun track if you want to walk, but it's a long path.
Yeah.
So you can teleport straight from here back on up even if you didn't set, session markers everywhere.
It's a really cool looking map, honestly. Like a lot of great
this
spots.
area right here, someone has ported to Session, which is really interesting and quite fun to play.
Yo, you want
Spent an hour or two in that the other day.
Yeah, I
Quite
mean,
nice.
Especially again, you have this engine, you have these mechanics or such that have been perfected by this point, so really the best thing you could do is create new, looking locales or new kind of challenges, new kind of things to interact with.
Like, Yeah.
rather than just here's another city block. I mean, sure, you know, like you can recreate iconic spots in like Session or Skater XL or so, but I'd probably be looking for the, you know, the map that's tropical themed, you know.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
To play
question: what's going on here?
Yeah. So this is kind of finicky.
Yeah.
Where do they want you to land it?
Here.
Pretty much.
That didn't look any different than what you did before.
What
Yeah.
they want you to do is they want you to jump off and not onto the wall and then do the foot plant.
I think you need to like stay on the gray diagonal part for your entire trick, or something like that.
No, you're
Oh no,
supposed
there are
to jump
definitely
onto it.
janky moments in this. I'm not saying this is a flawless DLC.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, hey, you know, just like how that sanatorium was at night, and that provides, you know, neat different feel
Yeah.
as such. This also does.
I mean, I don't think I would hold it against this game if, like, even if every single one of the challenges was jank, I still wouldn't hold it against a game like Skate, if this was a DLC, just because the Skate has always thrived giving you the ability to just kind of do your own thing, you know, just kind of fucking around on the map, and if that's the metric by which we measure how good a map is, I think that's, you know.
Yeah. This is a very fuck-aroundable DLC.
Yeah.
Right, so like, if the challenges here are a little bit jank or don't work quite as well, that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to hold that against the game that much.
Yeah.
I do.
It's not like it's the meat and potatoes of the experience, I think.
Yeah, I do still kind of focus on how enjoyable and how not jank are the challenges, because to me that is more of the meat and potatoes than, you know, messing around and whatever. Again, the challenges guide you. Challenges should guide you to cool feeling opportunities.
That's true.
You know, it's
That is true.
like when I do a challenge and I do a trick that makes one of you guys say "nice." You know, that's the game succeeding or so. Whereas like a challenge that is just feels like they did not fully put this together or so.
But I mean, like, I think a lot of times with games like Skate, the challenges aren't supposed to be the meat and potatoes. The intention in the game design is that the challenges guide you as like a tutorial almost for the, like, as a literal guide of the level. And then once you've done all the challenges, you're expected to go into the area on your own without a guide and just explore and do your own thing and make your own fun, you know? And like, that's...
Bro, let's see what you got.
Yeah,
I sort of see what you're coming from, but like, boy, they sure do put a lot of effort into like scripting and motion capturing for
sure.
that to be like the case.
and also like there will be one or two much more bullshit challenges.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking of one part specifically of one of these own the lots where it's like, guys,
Oh.
your physics literally makes this barely possible.
Oh, I see.
It's,
I'm
you know.
looking forward to you doing the own the lot in the art gallery.
Yep.
Looking forward to watching you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Good
one is
lord.
apparently notorious, and it's one of those
Oh,
things.
that
That
would have been beautiful.
yeah,
That would have been
You
amazing.
know I'm on normal physics because I still fuck up the flips.
At least you're not on hardcore where you can barely grind because the magnetism is gone.
Hey,
Yeah,
some
but that's
people look
realism,
for
baby.
that.
yeah, that's realism, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have magnets in your trucks. I
Seeing
wish
you
you did,
fly
though.
through the air like that is kind of dope.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this was definitely like, I love this one. I'm not going to use it, but the one where I'm just holding the board between them and me, like I'm covering my face, like, no pictures, please.
Yeah.
No cameras.
Please,
I mean, imagine if, like, Iron Man flew around like that.
please,
You know, like,
Michael
arms,
Burnett, man, I am
arms out
paying
to the
to take my
side
photo.
as a Christ air,
Damn.
you know? And he's
Yeah.
Iron Man flying around like that. That'd be great. Or Superman? That'd be awesome. That would
Yeah.
really sell the Jesus allegory.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Superman is
So your
Jesus.
character is dead, and
Oh,
now
no.
you've become Jesus.
Oh!
And now you know the rest of the story.
And now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Port
The
Carverton
Newer
was just
Testament.
yeah,
a
Port Carverton was
purgatory
purgatory.
until I finally made my way to Danny Way's Hawaiian, aka Heaven, dream.
Oh, Hawaii Evan.
Yeah.
yeah. Nice.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, now he's getting it.
Whoa.
His Hawaiian dream. His Hawaiian life and dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember that phrase, life and dream.
What is that from? I don't
I think
remember.
that was Yoimune thing.
What's
Like,
it? Yeah.
He
Oh.
kept saying that.
That sounds like a Fern Gully.
We did take it for a UB147 thing, but I
Okay,
think, I
yeah,
don't remember if it
that
was
makes sense.
but yeah.
I can just feel it in Fern's bones that they would say that.
Huh.
Gazebo.
Gazebo.
Goodbye, horses. That's the song
I'm flying
playing in the
over you.
background.
Yeah, this is a neat song.
I'm not sure
know,
I would
Would you
skate
fuck me?
to that song,
I'd
though.
fuck me hard. Yeah.
Dude, the lead singer of that band, Q Lazarus, after that song went
She just
sort
dipped.
of went sort of missing. People didn't know where she was, like in the industry or outside the industry or whatever. They didn't know where she was, and now she's a bus driver and she's happy with her life.
Yeah, no, like she
Just
like,
completely left the industry and is just a bus driver now.
You're kind of underselling it. She was like did go missing like for like 16 years.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I'm underselling it because I don't remember all the details and I don't want
yeah,
to
fair.
accidentally say something wrong. But
Yeah,
it's an interesting story if you look it up.
yeah.
It is.
It was one of those things where like people thought she had died for like
Yeah.
and, like it had entered into like rumor canon pretty much until
Yeah, like,
someone like
everybody-
found her and she's like, oh yeah, I'm happy with what I'm doing now. I'm just a bus driver.
Yeah, you definitely killed that, and you killed that guy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was Danny.
You
No,
killed
that was
Danny.
Lizard
That's
King.
Lizard King.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's it called
I killed it by airing over him during
So,
the trick. Totally
You
unintended.
killed the lizard. Is that regicide?
That's literally what I was gonna ask. What's it called when you kill a king?
Yeah,
It's
regicide.
regicide,
It's, I believe
which is
it's
also my favorite
rep-
Pokemon.
It's also repticide because he's the lizard king.
Yeah, Reptiregicide.
I think I'm the Lizard King now. Is
Yeah,
that how
shit.
it works?
You keep
Look
what
at
you
me.
kill. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the Lizard King now.
I've been saving
Yeah.
a spot for you. Let's do
All right, we teleported to the fun track,
man.
which is this like just lineup of
Nice.
giant ramp
Oh.
after giant ramp where,
Imagine,
yeah,
you get Danny Way invites you to the fun track. You finally get to go to the fun track, the mega the pinnacle of skateboarding enjoyment. And the first thing you do is dislocate both your heels.
So
Yeah.
wait.
You know
no
what I
one
would
is gonna be
absolutely
by myself.
love
Let's have some
Skate 4 to do? I would love it if they added a button that makes your character scream and cry when they're on the ground.
I mean, you can already curl up into like a little fucking ball.
Yeah,
like a
but I
little
mean, like, I
bitch.
want a button that I press and your guy goes, ah, oh, oh, oh,
You
oh,
want a scream button?
You know what game did that?
What?
You guys know the Trials series, right?
Yeah.
So like before they were like mega huge games, they were just like
You are
some.
tearing it up, bro.
They, at
You
first,
are
they were
tearing
just like
it
some
up.
Flash games made by like some Finnish dudes,
Really?
and then they got money to make a 3D version of it, Trials 2, and that game had a bailout button, and your guy would like scream in fear as he's like falling, and you could both knock him unconscious and also kill him.
Oh,
And like the game would tell you it with a pop-up like at the top of the screen, the writer is dead.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
That was so.
And
That
if
sounds
you-
like some
yeah?
creepypasta shit.
well,
No,
in,
it is.
in the hit game Happy Wheels, you can just get your guy torn apart. You know.
Yeah.
God, I haven't thought about Happy Wheels in forever. But yeah, I totally see where you're coming. You know, like quite a few like racing or just like Grand Theft Auto style games have you able to, you know, honk a car horn by clicking down on a thumbstick. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
click down a thumb
on,
script to
you know,
scream.
right thumbstick to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
Making
what?
an
They-
emote.
They could even sell like voice packs.
Packs,
Like
yeah.
they can get,
Yeah.
you know, was
Okay.
it what game was it where Snoop Dogg was like a GPS?
True Crime Streets of
navigator?
LA.
Yeah. So get like
Oh no,
Snoop Dogg.
that wasn't a
and-
game. Snoop Dogg just was a GPS navigation voice.
Oh,
Like in the
okay.
real world.
Yeah.
But Snoop Dogg was a playable character in True Crime Streets of LA.
Okay, but yeah, like get his pack to instead, you know, hit, you know, right thumbstick and have him say some stuff.
Yeah.
Or the, Insetic and Blake tester pack where you hit the right thumbstick and the character, even if they're riding, comes to a stop, the camera zooms in, they turns around and goes, man, this is some bullshit.
And it
I'm
walks
out
away,
here
yeah.
riding, I'm out here doing whatever tricks you want, and then you're gonna have me crashing and throwing myself around all over the place? Like, come on.
The speech that's given will be interrupted if you start moving the thumbstick and be like, no, you do not get to resume control
Right
right
Yeah.
now.
You have
What
to
are you
stop
doing?
and
Put the
you have to
controller
listen to the
down.
entire
Do you know how
speech
many
before you
bones
can go.
I've broken with you with that control in your hands? Because it keeps track. There's a stat screen. Go fucking look. Go
You
fucking
gonna
look.
sit here and you gonna like it, bitch!
You think I recorded a line for every single number? No, go look. Idiot.
Although if you just so
I'm
happen to
outta
break
here, and then you walk off
2,379 bones, I will say that in a specific line as an Easter egg. So
Yeah.
that way people can make videos about this Easter egg.
Whoa,
Online.
yeah. The only problem with this is that every time you break a bone in the game, I break a bone in real life.
Right.
Yeah. It's like,
That
this
was
is my
part of the
reality.
deal.
They are psionically linked, or whatever
Exactly.
the word would be.
Oh, I'm thinking like your character is still saying this. Is like, I understand for you this is a video game. I understand that I'm in a video game. But also
No,
like
that's
me,
the-
my sentience, like I still feel this.
That's the
Like
twist.
human
This is
body.
some crazy new VR tech or something. You're playing as a character, but the dark, dramatic plot twist is that some real life person is like providing their body in some way or linking it for you to be able to do this. So every time you hurt the video game
You
character,
covered
they
a
Hold on.
bad
hurt.
creepypasta on
No,
this
no.
channel with that plot.
I'm sorry, that, and also that's the plot of the movie Gamer, and it's the plot of the game Super Hot.
Yeah.
One of those is good, the other is not good.
That's true.
Exactly.
And the other is also not good.
What?
Shame on you.
Shame.
I thought
Super Hot's
no, the
awesome.
Super
No,
Hot's
I'm talking about the Tony Hawk creepypasta that
Oh,
you guys
okay.
read
Oh,
like 4 years
okay.
ago. The one that I showed you, and then like you put it on this channel like a day later.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow. that
well,
was
we
a
were
quick
thinking
turnaround.
about doing a crossover thing anyway, and so we were
Yeah,
like...
it was a
And I
crossover.
just like happened to give you the perfect material.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that is maybe the least crossoveriest crossover. Like, it's not a crossover.
right,
like, you
it was
just-
We're the
literally,
same
like
people, and we fuck around on this
advertising
channel anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just recorded a Steel Donut video and uploaded it here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And then we got tens of fans from it,
Yeah.
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 who were already fans of us,
Right.
but just
It's
moved.
just now they know you did another thing, past
Yeah,
tense,
Right.
because now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Steel Donut.
Every so often you have to remind people of your other hustles.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
That's why I'm proud to say that this video is sponsored by me and my crack. I sell crack now.
Oh.
Online, hit me up.
I thought you were talking about your other crack.
No,
What the prices?
That's my other hustle.
Yeah, I figured that's the hustle you were hustling
No.
here, but you're actually
Come
hustling.
on,
your
I
other
haven't
hustle.
revealed that to the public yet.
Oh,
Come on.
you're talking about your public hustle, not your
One
private hustle.
sponsorship
Yeah, my
at a
public
time.
hustle.
You're
Yeah,
hustling
my
your
public
public
hustle
not
of
hustling
selling
your private
illegal
hustle.
drugs online.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I do in public.
Head on
Exactly.
down to the darknet and use code BlakeTester for 10% off your purchase.
Please, I'm a
how
cheapskate.
you're
I would
chilling
not
for
give
it.
10% off. I would
Come
give
on.
1.47% off.
Exactly.
The Insetic special.
Yeah. That's he uses your brand for his hustle.
Yeah, for my hustle.
Yeah.
Selling crack cocaine.
I wasn't
Because
able
that's
to get
a reasonable thing to do.
I wasn't able to get nearly 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, but my friend was, so I'm
Yeah.
borrowing
So, yeah.
his
So
you let me
channel
use
name
his
for my
discount code.
Yeah.
Use this discount code, and as a special offer, you get
Yeah.
to see the crack in person. You don't get to use it or touch it, but you can see it at least.
Sorry, wait, then what are they paying for?
Are you going to a zoo for crack? What?
Big piles
It's
of
like a
crack
crack
in a
exhibit, the
cage.
National Museum of Crack.
You get
It's like
1.47%
warehouse.
off buying it. at
Oh,
least.
sorry. The African crack rock is taking a nap right now. You can't really see it in its enclosure. It's in the back.
I mean, I think it's a really special thing that you can bet like family tickets, and it's like significantly cheaper than buying like the individual tickets if you get like a
Right.
family deal
Exactly.
to go. And like a year pass is you can go multiple times a year. Now I know a lot of people aren't going to go to the crack museum multiple times a year, but like for the people who are like really into crack,
Yeah, for the whales.
like for the whales, yeah,
Exactly,
like and the
yeah.
gift
The crack
shop is
whales.
incredible. The gift shop is incredible. You can
They
take
sell
them
you like
home.
fake little plastic crack rock keychains.
No, it's real crack rocks on
Oh.
the keychain. Yeah,
It's the cheap stuff, that's all.
yeah, for the keychains.
Exactly.
You can also
Yeah.
buy, like, you know how, like, at a little science museum, you might get, like, a rock candy on a stick?
Oh,
Yeah.
We got, like, crack rocks on a stick like that.
Crack cocaine.
crack
on a
candy.
stick.
crack on a stick, yeah.
Crack on a stick, yeah. You
Back on the stick.
gnaw on it while you're walking around.
Oh, man.
We make crack cotton candy.
Dude, people talk about, like, those sweets or so that you only ever see in, like, the receptionist area of a doctor's office or so.
Yeah.
But, like, where have you seen rock candy on a stick, aside from at, like, zoos and aquariums?
I've never seen it before.
And science museums.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I
I
didn't.
don't know. I've been on a few science museum field trips in my day, and I've never seen rock candy on a stick.
Man.
Really?
No.
Because, like, that's one of those things I haven't thought about in years, but as soon as Bob said it, I immediately, like,
You have a
flashed
picture
back.
in your mind.
Yeah.
A
I don't
distinct
know.
You
image.
could
Maybe that's
picture
just
the
not a
crack
thing with
stick.
my generation. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe rock candy on a stick was going great until Bob killed it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the steel donut.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just like the steel toe.
Just like that and the crack market. Just like the steel donut and the crack market, I killed the rock candy market.
The still donut is the crack market.
You monster.
Yeah, it was all just a cover.
Yeah,
We had a whole
that's how-
YouTube channel and produced 2 videos a week for years.
Yeah.
As a cover for my crack cocaine business.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, dude. You know, like those businesses that no one seems to ever go into because they're just fronts for, you know, the
Yeah.
mob
Yeah.
or whatever? Yeah, imagine a YouTube channel that has, like, a bunch of videos,
Yeah.
but no one watches because somehow it's a front for, like,
Black
illegal
Viper of
activity.
Death?
Black Viper of Death?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Viper Death is actually, like, a mob boss.
Wow.
Let's not implicate a real person.
Yeah,
in
no,
such a
actually,
thing.
yeah, this is all jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do a non-joke. Not in a bad way, but like, alright, we're talking about Steel Donut. Yeah, that's dead, but if you liked that stuff and you haven't gone and followed Donut Read,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
that's
link
good.
them below. A fan channel that's, you know, created
Continuing
to
the work.
continue that on.
With a full blessing.
So more
and-
great fanfiction riffs, and like, the second video they put out is like a Five Nights at Freddy's that is amazing.
It's a banger.
It's
yeah.
literally, and I know what the word literally is. So when you hear me say
Yeah,
this, I
you're
mean
over
it.
the age of 25.
Literally, the story gets exponentially crazier as it goes along. To where, like, the last few chapters, every single sentence or new detail is so much wilder.
It would have been gold if it was a Steel Donut video.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, to be fair, part of what determines whether a Steel Donut video was gold is whether the story was gold. Part of it is whether we were gold, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
also about our performance. Because
Yeah.
if we were having a really off day, we could really butcher our coverage of a story. I don't think we ever really seriously did. I mean, like, there were
Yeah,
maybe
no, I
2
can't.
recordings over the course of the entire run where we canceled the recording partway through. Because we were like, someone was in a bad mood and we were like, sorry guys, I just can't do this today. But like, other than that, like, we kind of just kept what we did, and because I mean, we wanted to get our initial reactions, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes, you know, sometimes I was having a fire day and sometimes I was just not, and so.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm thinking of the story with the Gentry, Just a Fan, where
Yeah.
the story was sort of like average bad, but just the concept of the Gentry, which is a real thing in the Marvel comics that you guys
No,
did not
DC.
know. DC Comics. Sorry for people who care about that sort
I
of
believe
thing.
it's DC, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Your
Grant
fault if
Morrison,
you
the
care.
writer who invented the Gentry, is apparently really well regarded, and like he's written a bunch of stuff that I actually like. But like, man, the Gentry seems really stupid. Or at least the way that it was described in that story made it sound really stupid. Like, he did not do that concept justice at all.
Like, the only... Like, the biggest fuck-up that the writer themselves made, other than that, was calling her an emancipated woman.
No, actually, that's not the biggest fuck-up. The biggest fuck-up they did was copy-pasting almost their entire story from someone else, and then just changing the ending. Errors and all. Like, the emancipated woman thing came from the original story he copied from. Which is insane!
Right. It is.
But... yeah, whoever wrote that originally meant to write emaciated, but wrote emancipated. Just like, again, that Five Nights at Freddy's video, there were so many great misspellings that I'm amazed we never saw in the Steel Donut. But like, for example, the main character at one point is eating a meal of bones and rice.
What?
Yeah, and
what is that supposed to be?
I think beans and rice.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be like just some edgy thing.
But no, yeah,
Red
so
bones
it's just
and
really
rice.
funny. Bones and rice. I still think about that phrase, you know, and just like imagine that.
That's what I'm... You know, my workplace is right next to a Chipotle, and like my next shift is like 90 minutes after this recording is gonna end. So I think on my lunch break, I'm gonna go to Chipotle and get a taco with bones and rice in it.
Bones and rice, yeah.
I just asked for bones.
They open up a
just ask for
secret
bones.
container and just scoop little bones out and put it in your burrito.
It was like, oh, you want the okay. You know about the secret menu.
So remember way early on when we talked about like, well, sometimes a challenge could be too much bullshit.
Oh no.
This just does not line up. Like literally it doesn't line up.
Too far.
And then if your front is facing the posts, your arms can like hit the posts and stop you. So I don't know really how you're supposed to come across this. Like, literally, you can't jump at this directly. You have to jump at it from an angle where then, like, any magnetism will try and put you on a whole bunch of different stuff. Then you have to get kind of lucky. Then you have to have gotten the speed to actually make it across.
Oh my gosh. That is kind of...
Like, this genuinely feels like either they didn't playtest this fully or, like, something got messed up along the way.
I'm guessing
this
somebody
could not
put
have
this
been
down.
their intended idea.
I'm thinking either they put it down and then somebody tested it, immediately did it this way, got it once and went, okay, that's good. Or they put the posts down somewhere else and then thought, oh, we just gotta move these a little bit to make more room in the middle. And moved them out like a foot. And like...
And it gets worse if you did this on hardcore, because you know that magnetism thing? It's gone for the grinds. It ain't gone for that tree you keep going into.
I saw that video
really?
too. Where
that's super weird. You hear about other challenges where it's like, oh my god, the magnetism is always trying to put you on the wrong thing or whatever. I didn't hear anyone talking about, oh my god, the magnetism is always trying to put you on the tree.
No, this was on that Cypress video where he I think successfully killed all challenges on hardcore, like all the ones that you can kill on hardcore.
Wow.
Including the DLC, and he points that out where like he had trouble with this challenge because even on hardcore it was still because it's trying to make you wall ride it.
Yeah.
And like you always, because wall riding is a function of magnetism in this game.
Right.
So like you can't roll yourself to do a wall ride manually. It has to do it for you. So
so just a combination of things being poorly placed.
Bad.
You know,
it's a
too much
move.
near the rail, and then once you're on the rail, too much in your way, and whatever. You know, but that's the kind of thing where it's like, if, you know, somebody really wants to do all the designed challenges, you know, something like that might just be a total trip up, and you know, I don't know if someone that would make anyone stop playing the DLC, you know, and not.
I mean,
go
if you've
exploring,
gotten all the way to a DLC, you probably know what this game's like. You probably already gel with the game, right?
Yeah,
so,
unless you bought like a deluxe edition or something, which I don't think this game ever had.
But then you launched straight into this, like you didn't even explore where the game kind of guides
Maybe they
you
got
initially?
frustrated with the main game and wanted to try something else in the game because they liked the mechanics but were frustrated with something else with the main game. I can see that being feasible.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I did get that eventually, but I can imagine stuff like Dunk Slam back in Skate 2. That is literally in the direct story path. You know?
Yeah.
If you can't beat that, you're
done.
get some amount of it.
Yeah.
You can still do a bunch, but you know, yeah, splitting hairs, slippery slope.
Anatomy of a challenge. Da-da-da.
Yep.
Anatomy of a challenge.
Anatomy of a challenge.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Here it comes.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've never really sessioned this as like a giant half pipe or so,
Yeah.
and I was gonna try, but then I accidentally, hit the score and it ended.
You accidentally were successful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't
I will
believe
say,
it.
we didn't say it, but that initial competition at the transition area is actually pretty damn hard. That did take me a while. It's one of those things where you need to get like a 3x multiplier immediately, and then do the rest well. Like if you're stuck at like a 1.5 or 2x multiplier, I don't know. I don't think you can really get the points.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was very far in the past.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Take
cool
me to the
ideas and
distant
opportunities.
past.
Like, hey, check it out. There's the side path that is supposed to be lined up so that you go right into the pool and can get massive air out of it.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That is.
Yeah. You can do your Jesus maneuver. That's
it is
just the
again.
main game camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Jesus camera.
Yeah.
This guy thinks he's like Jesus.
You've
or
just got to
something.
see what God saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but what I was saying is that's the normal camera for the game. Which one they don't normally use for replays, but also now you're insinuating that this makes us God.
No. We're seeing through God's eyes.
But that's just the normal game camera. So, or
What
Yeah,
if God was one of us?
Yup.
Just third person.
Camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
I didn't actually realize that what Turo pointed out, that that replay used just the normal camera.
Normal cam, yeah.
normal POV.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
normal
God.
pop. We
That's
just got
cool.
to see normal
That's
pop.
normal POV. We did it.
Got it. Who knew? After we
That's
we
it,
only
wraps up,
figured it out
folks.
after the SDC ended.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what they meant every time.
Yeah. Now we just
Yeah,
gotta
it's just
figure out
like
what
a-
no one's POV means.
Was that a?
That was all over the place.
Oh.
Just the other day for a KOF video, for a Kind of Friends video we recorded.
Yeah. For King of Fighters
Somebody,
video.
it starts with no one's POV.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks. No one.
Yeah.
It's,
Also,
I've always thought.
Oh,
I've
go
always
ahead.
thought we should on the Steel Donut. It would be funny if we did a story that had no one's POV, and then we just sat in silent contemplation instead of reading it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you guys did for reader insert. Self
Like
insert.
the-
Well, no,
universe
that was
just
not silent
disappears.
contemplation. You're supposed to read during those parts. You're in it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're waiting on you to say your lines.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's why we would compliment your delivery or criticize you.
It's like
Exactly.
you didn't need to do it with that accent.
Put a little too much cream on the tacos, I guess.
What about oh god, I had to go back. Some of the POVs from Turned Bad the beginning.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Dave and the other's house.
Yeah,
And then back with me, single quote, Alvin.
yeah.
And then
Just in case you
above
forgot.
a building,
That one was
across
so
from
weird.
the Seville's house, parentheses, nighttime.
Yeah, back with me, single quote, Alvin is the one that really stands out to me, because it's not back with me, comma, Alvin.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm Alvin, back
And then
with me.
that
It's
also-
back with me, Alvin.
That also implies that not just that section, but the entire story is technically like first person.
Yeah, kind of.
Alvin is just passing it over to other people to recount
Yeah.
their parts.
All right, Simon,
Yeah.
it's your turn to talk about the time I kidnapped you and also
Yeah.
got blown up and also
And then-
Also, can I
killed a
say,
police officer and
going back to Donut Like Donut Read, they're reading or have read, I think they've already recorded most of the Turn Bad sequel. new life, new conflict. And it amazes me that we had a song cover in one of our videos where Alvin's trying to explain how he became evil, and his explanation is to just sing that one Daniel Powder song, "You Had a Bad Day." You know, right? He just sings that song instead of explaining, and everyone's like, "Oh, I get it." And then in this one, in the sequel, in the first chapter, he does the same thing with the same song.
Yeah, he meets a new group of characters, and his go-to to explain about his past
backstory
is to
sing the
"You Had a Bad
exact
Day."
same. Who does that? Why
No
would you
idea.
do that? You couldn't even pick a different song to do a song fic for you.
Man,
I mean, he
where
just had a bad
is the
day.
moment you needed the most?
Where are the chipmunks?
Exactly.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I really wish we had gotten enough money to buy the Chipmunks brand, right? Like, that would have been incredible. I would have loved to buy the Alvin and the Chipmunks brand and then squander it. Just squander the shit out. You know?
Just destroy it.
If I had won the lottery at that time, I would have seriously considered, you know, like getting it in, like they're trying to sell the brand, just buy it from them and make one of these, like get in contact with one of these fanfic authors and be like, look, we want to buy the rights to your story and make it into a into a movie.
You just walk up to Mr. Bagdasarian himself and go, "Oh, by the way, I hate your work.
No.
I
No, keep good relations with.
First of all,
Yeah,
Ross Bagdasarian Sr. Is dead. Ross
Yeah.
Bagdasarian Jr., I do not have any negative feelings towards him at all. Or even really Alvin and the Chipmunks as a brand. Because it's a brand, right? Like, it's not like it's hurting anybody.
Yeah, honestly,
But,
like, if we bought it and then did some hilarious, you know, fan story as, like, an actual movie, I think we'd be squandering it less than whatever
I guess that's true.
is they're doing with it now,
Yeah.
which I think is nothing.
The real concern I would have would be that there would be people who did not hear the news that it transferred owners, did not hear that we're shitheads, and then took their kids to this movie. Not
to see
like
Turn Bad the movie.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
would also
Turn
be
Bad-
infringing on someone else's IP, I guess.
yeah, well, we
That's
would
plagiarism.
license.
Yeah.
We would license a bunch of shit, and then they would
Licensing
take
of
their kids
fanfiction.
to the movie theater, and like some movie theater attendant would be like, "I see that it says this movie is rated R. I see that, and I see these tiny children wearing Alvin and the Chipmunks merch, and the
man.
parent absent-mindedly buying tickets, and I'm just not gonna say anything."
Yeah.
I'm not paid enough to warn them about what they're about
And
to
you
witness.
know where this is taking place? Matt's
Where?
$1 movie theater. This is the only movie that they can
all
get.
the
opening
threads
week.
are converging.
I would,
Yep.
you know what? I would insist. If we had the rights, I would insist on making the premiere happen at that $1 movie theater.
Yeah.
I feel like
tape
this is gonna be a
burns.
you know what? We would pay them to host the movie, like the premiere of this film. You want to premiere it in LA, the Chinese theater? No thanks. I don't want you.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I feel
Fuck
like
off.
I feel like this would be one of those things where it's like, you know, I want everyone to see what I'm working on doing. Oh no, I don't want anyone to then talk to me or, you know, hear the feedback or whatever, you know, kind of things. Like we'd be laughing all the way to the bank. We'd be laughing during shooting or film shooting, and then like I don't know, reviews would roll in and
I do not care. I don't
feel
give a
sad.
shit. I wouldn't feel sad at
Fuck
all.
you, Danny.
I would.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
Hey, Danny.
Rest in
All right.
peace, Danny.
All right, so we did everything else. So Danny Way challenges us to
Damn.
one last competition.
This is just like the ending to Shaun White snowboarding.
I guess to
Yeah.
really prove who owns the Hawaiian dream.
The only way we know how to push him down and beat the shit out of him.
He does. We're just living in it. Yeah.
Wow. Danny's way.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
Doing it
say the
Danny's
name of the
way.
competition, which...
No.
No, no.
Yeah.
It is kind of amazing now, thinking back on it, since we are pretty much near the end, that, yeah, Danny Way was, like, it's not like he was the figurehead of the series, it's not like his head,
He
his
really
face was
bought
on
into
the
it,
cover
though.
or whatever, but like he was always a
was on the
major
back.
part of all the games, and it was always his mega park, his super mega park, his Hawaiian complex,
He was on the back of Skate 1 and 2, question mark? Let me go check.
Yeah, but it's something where it wasn't called Danny Way's Skate, but he was so obviously like the most emphasized pro.
Yeah.
It's not Colin McKay's Hawaiian place. It's not Paul Rodriguez's something.
Which is
It's
interesting
Danny
because,
freaking
like,
Way.
you would think that they
Yes,
would.
he's on the back of Skate 1. I don't think that's him on the back of Skate 2. Yeah, no, that's not a DC shirt. And then he's not on the back of Skate 3, but he was on the back of Skate 1.
Who's that guy who does ridiculousness?
Rob Dyrdek.
Rob
Yeah.
Dyrdek.
Did Rob Dyrdek ever have a DLC that was
Okay,
like Rob's something?
Yeah. Skate 2 was Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Plaza
Right,
Factory.
that's right.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I guess Danny Way is a little more emphasized, because, like, in all the mega parks for all the games, it is always like,
This is
hey,
his.
it's Danny here, welcome to my mega park. You wanna,
Yeah.
ride with me, so...
These EA Black Box guys really wanted me to be the figurehead of this mega park at the very least. So here I am performing for you. If you know the words, you can do them too.
Joining too, yeah.
If
And
you
again,
know the
like-
tricks, you can do them too.
And again, like, Plan B as a company was always highly emphasized. I mean, Skate 1 had a lot more Plan B pros than other
The Plan
brands,
B
and then
warehouse.
here, again, along with this, there's like a Plan B cosmetics collection lineup.
Yeah.
Can I say real quick? One of the things that this game does that I didn't really notice until just now was that, like, when you start reaching really, really fast speeds, the camera sort of shakes left and right, like they're having troubles hanging on.
Oh, yeah.
On the way, and that's like a really nice touch to like really sell the amount of speed. Like you're out of
of the
control,
games
and
have
it makes
done
you.
this,
It feels so out of control, but it's like such a subtle touch. Like that little wobble there is like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of captures that feeling of like, I don't know if I'm gonna land this, but
And when
here
they
we
did
go.
implement truck tightening, if you do loosen your trucks, you do lose control at higher speeds.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
hey, Danny.
I never messed with, truck tightening or the, skating adjustments. But yeah, that's been a noticeable thing in these games.
I just never really put it together in my head, like, exactly. Like, I wonder who was the person who thought, like, they probably were going really fast. They were like, we really need this to feel more
there needs
intense.
to-
And some designer had this idea and was like, oh, you know what? I think we should try this.
People in the Skate 4 beta have actually already noticed that, like, there is no, like, none of that wobbling yet because it hasn't been implemented, probably.
Right.
And, like, they have noticed that, like, wow, this would have a nicer sense of speed. Like, I'm bombing the hills of, like, something that looks like San Francisco. There's obviously buildings whizzing by me as I'm going, and the camera is lowering. But man, if the sense of speed isn't the same yet.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, like right there. The camera's, like, not centered on you when you're moving at top speed there.
Yeah, like,
Because-
definitely. And that's something where kind of across the Skate series, as the jumps and opportunities and just kind of the design of the levels got bigger and bigger, I mean, like, this would be ridiculous in Skate 1. Sure, Skate 1 had the Mega Park, but, like, you never got this
This
much
fast.
air.
Yeah.
Like,
this
if you
would
think about the
disintegrate
Mega
with Skate
Park,
1, but, like,
it was almost like it was a pretty realistic Mega Park. Where,
Yeah,
like,
where I was getting at with that is, so, like, that had that sort of out-of-control feeling, happen at a lower speed level, but definitely one where it was very high for what you could reach in that game. And that was, really tight and felt really great. And then just as you're, supposed to be going faster and such, I feel like you have to be going way, way faster to get that kind of feeling in Skate 3. But yeah, like, coming up on that massive ramp, it really does kind of feel like sort of out of control. Like, you're barely holding on. Like, genuinely saw me do, like, a double board grab just while riding.
Yeah.
Almost as if, like, I was the character at that time and was like, I have to stay on no matter what. Yeah, but again, this DLC is great. Like, it's just to me, I'm more of a kind of vert, quarter pipes, half pipes transition guy. So, rather than just street, skating. So for me, this was a whole ton of great extra opportunities. And we can get your guys' feedback, but there is one secret thing to show off.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Is this it?
And that is the, kind of secret bowl and such.
Yes, what
right up
everybody
here.
talks about.
You need to go a little further than that. That's not going to take me there, but I will get there. I'll get there next time.
Yeah,
I
next
don't know,
time on
this-
Skate 3.
This first jump is kind of weird. As you see, you almost need to, manipulate it a bit by jumping at the top and kind of dropping in. Just riding down all four wheels, no matter what, is really not going to take it. But yeah, if you can get a little further, there's just some secret little small bowls and another big ramp.
Secret bowl. Secret bowl.
Is it on the map?
Nice.
When you pause and look at it, I don't think so.
It's not.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'll get it out of the way. Yep, it's the Danny Way Dick and Balls Bowl.
Yep.
Is it? Okay.
It's not officially that, but I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
But hey, this is a really cool drop in into the pool as well.
And there's you splooging into the pool.
Yeah. We've just watched you come.
But yeah, I guess Taro's Indictive. What do you guys think? Or Blake Tester, what did you think from what you saw?
I don't.
John, been here,
Okay.
done that.
I don't think.
Well,
No, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I love a good dick and balls.
yeah.
Love the shaft. Love
Well,
the
I meant the
balls.
I thought you
overall
were-
whole DLC area.
Are you
Oh,
are you not
I've
still
seen
going
a bigger
dickless for
dick.
Michael Chiklis?
I've seen a bigger dick.
Sorry,
In
what,
fact, that-
Taro?
I thought Bob was still going dickless for Michael Chiklis.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate a good dick, but I'm still dickless for chickless.
Even if
Yeah.
you can't order, you still want to look at the menu.
I am without dick for Michael Chick. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I'm still more impressed by Bob's dick from Dave Mirror 2. The
yeah.
giant cock.
Yeah, I mean that was more formally a cock.
Okay. I almost
but-
feel like I shouldn't have said it, but I knew
As
some
far-
people in the comments would.
Yeah, well, I mean, you rode the shaft and you jizzed out the end. So the DLC I thought was
good.
cool. The DLC was cool.
Yeah. It got a lot better when we were talking about dicks, though.
All right, so speaking of, we have one more DLC, one more video, another throwback to San Van Alona. We're going to be going back to the art gallery next time on Skate 3.